You. I hope you all had a great, successful week. I hope things worked out for you in the ways that they have to work out for you or the ways that you want them to work out for you. I cannot express the importance of pushing through and being persistent. That has been my life this week. The harder I push back against the things that try to come against me, the more I have been successful and victorious, and God just has allowed his favor to be over my life and all things. And I was going to say the end of my week was better than the way that it started, but I can't even say that the beginning of my week started off bad because I just was not having it. Like, I really was not having it. Anything that the enemy tried to throw at me, I rebuked it. I fought against it. I use prayer as my weapon. I use my thoughts and the control of my own positive thinking to uplift my spirits and draw positive energy to myself and rebuke negative energy. And that is so important. Mindset is everything. I'm so glad that God gives me the wisdom and the will to do these things. I keep telling y'all, not only do I talk about the importance of having a positive mental attitude and focusing on your mental health on a regular basis, those things are so important. Those are extremely important things. But today I just want to talk to you guys about being stuck or maybe feeling like you can't get past the point that you are in. Right now, I was getting ready to tell you my experience last night when I went out to do some public speaking, and I could not express to my audience enough how important it is to kind of get rid of some of the baggage that is in your brain because being mentally stuck, your body will not be able to move forward and function in the ways that you need your body to operate and function. When you are stuck mentally, you will be stuck physically. You won't want to grow and learn and move forward and progress and work towards success and all of those things that we really want for ourselves. When we are stuck mentally, we tend to be stuck physically. It's just human nature. So I cannot express to you the importance of letting go, forgiving those who have harmed you, moving past traumas, the things that can be getting in the way of you moving forward, moving on to the next level of your life. Sometimes when we expect negative things to happen, inevitably that is what is going to happen because you are already expecting it to happen. One thing I can't stand what people say, if it ain't one thing, it's another, or what next. Why are you saying what next? You're in a tough situation. You need to get through this situation. Or I knew something was going to happen. What next? Y'all got to stop speaking that over your life. Nothing next. I rebuke that attack and any other attack moving forward. I'm not receiving that as my reality. I want to be blessed. I don't want to wait for what next. Listen, that's you personally. And I know a lot of things people are used to saying and doing, or whatever these things has been said over the years. People like to do a lot of complaining about things that are not. And that's why I talk to you guys about the importance of counting your blessings, because there are so many things for us to be grateful for. What about the things that are? We always talk about, oh, this to this and this to that, and we want everything to be 70 and perfect every single day. 70 sunny and just a perfect day. We can't stand it to be cold. We can't stand it to be hot. I have learned to be grateful in every single weather. When I walk out the door, if it's raining, if it's snowing, if it's hot, if it's cold, I'm grateful anyway. I'm grateful for every single day. I accept life as it comes. No, everything is not going to be pleasant every single day all the time. That's not reality. That's not life. And it's not the things that happen to you. It's the way that you approach these situations and what you do about about the things that happen to you. Sometimes our approach to our adversity can make it even worse. We falling all over the place, and we slobbing and snotting and kicking and spitting and pissing and cussing everybody out and all those type of things, and having a whole hissy fit every time something don't go our way. And that is not going to get you through that situation and on to the next level of your life. Momentarily, okay, I'll give you a pass if you must throw a hissy fit when things happen, but I encourage us all to get out of the habit of throwing hissy fits because it's going to demobilize you. You are going to get stuck in that hissy fit. Why you still sitting there? Why you in the same situation? Why haven't you done the things that you need to do for your health, for your life, for your future, for your finances? Why you ain't get up and go to your place of worship today? Because this person did this and that person did that, and ain't no point in doing it anyway, and I tried before and I didn't get anywhere, and if it wasn't for this person, we got 1,000,001 excuses why we don't do the things that we know we need to do. And in our reality, at the end of the day, we are the ones that are getting directly impacted by our decisions. So, we can point the finger at everyone else until that finger falls off. But accountability is everything. We need to learn how to be more accountable for our own decisions, for our own actions. And if you want your life to look a certain way, there are certain things that you need to start doing, and there are certain things that you need to stop doing. Those things goes without saying. I just don't think we give enough credit to that, because it's easy to point the finger at other people, why things are not working out for us the way that we need these things to work out. It's easier to point the other finger and my boss and my job and my this and my that. Make your own money. Figure out what you are good at with your hands and begin to learn how to make your own money. We got all these self-made folks out here. Just like you can be self-made in a successful way, you can be self-made in a damaging way as well. You are the way that you are because you made yourself that way. These are the things that you have done to yourself. So, you can blame as much as you want to. Sometimes we make fools out of ourselves by not being accountable for ourselves as human beings, as adult people. You are an adult at this point, and a lot of people are living below their own standards. They're living in lack. They are not healthy in their bodies, nor are they healthy in their minds. I see a lot of things that go through my feed on my social media, and it's sad, but a lot of people do a lot of complaining, and I don't see much accountability taking place. You don't have to deal with certain people on certain levels at all. We make the mistake by associating with the wrong people that we think we can trust. We get in bad relationships. We marry the wrong people. And it happens. But what are you doing about that from now on? We get hung up on, we want revenge, and I hate that person, and I'm going to show that person what they did to me was wrong. Other people suffer for the mistakes of your ex. I don't trust you because of what my ex did to me. What that got to do with me? And we just carry these things on for so long. We carry on resentment. You are making other people suffer for what someone else did to you. Oh, I can't directly get revenge out on this person because they're not even associating themselves with me no more, but I'm gonna make somebody suffer. I have been the person that had to suffer for the mistakes of someone else, and like blatantly right in my face. And I was like, wow, but a lot of people are carrying a lot of hurt. A lot of people are damaged, and you don't have to be permanently damaged. You don't have to be permanently stuck. You don't have to be demobilized and hurt and frustration and unhealing and unforgiveness and all of those things and anxiety and post-traumatic stress disorder and depression and all of these things are holding you bound, and you can't even move on to the next level of your life. So here's what my advice to you today is: let go. That's it. I tried it and it works. Just let it go. You can't do nothing about what people have done to you in your past. What can you do about the things that happened to you in your past anyway? There's absolutely nothing that you can do about the things that happened to you in your past. Nothing at all. There's absolutely nothing that you can do. Um yeah, I mean, it's time for us to let go. It's time for us to take power and control over the things that we have the ability to take power and control over. While you are sitting there still angry and bitter at someone for something that they did to you 5, 10, 15 years ago, they have moved on. They are in better relationships. They probably realized that they did something damaging to you and learn how to forgive themselves. I had to forgive myself for a lot of hurt that I have caused other human beings, for cheating, for just things that I know I should not have done, things that I have done when I was in my addiction. I know that that is the old me, and I'm not that person anymore, and I don't care who does not forgive me. It's not my job to convince anyone else to forgive me for the things that I have done in my past. My first responsibility is for me. So even in order for me to forgive other people, I had to master the art of forgiving myself. And you got to be very creative in it. So maybe we can start there. But while we are getting rid of the baggage, why don't we forgive ourselves for making the sad mistakes of getting in the wrong relationship, throwing our money away, being drug addicts, wasting some of our lives away, doing things, overeating, overspending, over gambling, whatever your issue may be, not being in connection with your higher power, not being a very good spouse, or whatever, cheating on your spouse, whatever you have done. You may have broken the law in some kind of way. You may have did something that is against human nature. What you did does not define who you are. You are more than your mistakes. So it's time for us to move past those mistakes. We are mothers, we are fathers, we have responsibilities. We uphold a certain sense of responsibility in our communities and inside of our families. Whatever role people look up to you in your family as, whatever, grandmother, cousins, aunts, uncles, whatever. I have children for so many years. Y'all know I got a lot of kids, but for so many years, I have children that are not mine that call me mom. My kids' friends and all of that, they will call me Ma Dukes, or they just call me mom. And I don't know if it's them, my kids, or their friends calling me mom, because everybody sound the same and all I hear is mom. And I accept them. I accept them wholeheartedly, even though, they know who their mom is or whatever, but they can come to my home and eat. They can come and talk to me. Some of them come and pull up a chair right at my table. I'll fix them a plate of food. They can tell me the issues that's going on in their lives in whatever way, whether they're going through something in school, excuse me, in school, or at home with their mother, or relationship wise, they talking to a girl. My son's friends told me, I think I got somebody pregnant. I'm like, bruh, why you ain't strapping up? Like, they just come and talk to me, and I know that my walk I can tell these kids anything. But if I was out here doing the things that I used to do in my past, how much weight would that hold if I'm out here living and acting recklessly, living in the old kind of way, and then I'm telling them one thing and then doing something else. Their parents might get mad at them because they smoking weed. I didn't raise them like that. They know better. But your whole house smell like weed, and all you do is walk around in the house smoking weed. Like them kids don't smell that weed. They done caught a contact from the smell of your weed, and now of course they out here smoking their own weed too, which could lead to other things. If any of my, I ain't gonna say none of my kids smoke weed. If any of my kids smoke weed, they did not get that behavior from me, because weed has never been a thing for me. I'm glad that they didn't use any more harsh drugs beside weed, but I don't condone my kids smoking weed either. Thank God it's only maybe about one or two of them that likes to indulge in marijuana trees. But no, you're not going. That's why I stopped smoking cigarettes. I did not want my kids to be walking around with a cigarette hanging out their mouth. Like, I just didn't want that for them. That's why my kids are the reason why I changed my life around in such a drastic way. The majority of the decisions that I made for myself to change my life around was not only for me, it was for the sake of my kids too. So we uphold a responsibility, and we need to think about the importance of that. And the things that you are holding on to is not only affecting you. Your kids see your depression. Your kids see you self-medicating. Your kids see you being promiscuous in whatever type of way. And I'm not only talking to the mothers, I'm talking to the fathers too, because you uphold the image as well. Your kids see you being scared and afraid to move forward and all of those things because of the things that happened to you in your past. And it's time to let go. It's time to let go of a lot of stuff that we have been holding on to that is getting in the way of us living a better future. So that is my message, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I have my Fridays are always long, full of activity, and then I ended off with working. So I do work every Friday, but I'm so glad that I came to you guys today. My life has just been full of joy and peace and grace and mercy, and I'm grateful for the things that God have done for me and continues to do for me every day. And I would like to share on some of those things with you, but I want you all to be blessed as well. And I'm not saying that you aren't, because I know a lot of us are very, very blessed, but I do believe that a lot of us are still suffering in ways that we should have been moved forward past. And if we don't begin the process of healing and dealing with our issues, we are going to be stagnant. We are going to be stuck in this place that we don't want to be stuck in. And I believe that it is time for us to let some things go and begin to move forward. There is so much more out here waiting for you. Tomorrow is not promised to anyone. Every little bit of time that you have, I believe that we should soak in that time like it's our very last moment. I believe that we are just sitting there watching our lives waste away. A lot of us are, and we might be occupying ourselves doing different things to keep our minds off of the things that we really should be prioritizing. And that thing is still there. We are still suffering. We are not focusing on the things that we need to be focusing on. And in turn, there's a lot of suffering going on now today. So however that applies to you in your life, if you know that you need to focus on different areas of your life so you can grow, move forward, and move on to the next level of your life, I encourage you to prioritize some of those things. I said it so many times before, get it off the back burner, put it on the front burner, take it out the corner, dust it off, knock the dust off of it, and and begin to nurture yourself. Begin to nurture yourself in areas that you have been neglectful and that you know you need to be nurtured. That thing that you think is not important or not as important as other things, and you still are emotionally distraught, mentally confused, and still replaying the tapes of these things in your mind over and over and over again, that is the thing that you should focus on. That's the same thing. The thing that you don't think is important for you to focus on is the thing that you should be focusing on the regular basis. So that's it, you guys. I have to prepare myself for the rest of my day. I am falling a little bit behind. Please excuse me for that, but I'm so glad I was able to pop on here with a few words of positivity. Friday weekend motivation. Let's get this weekend started. Not only this weekend, it's time for us to live the life that we so deserve. I want us to not only be in weekend mode, I want us to be in a mode of, it's time for us to celebrate. It's time for us to celebrate. It's time for us to live the life that we deserve. It's time for us to move past our hurt and our heartache and our pain. It is just time for us to move forward. So we can call it weekend mode at this point. We can label it as that, but there's so much more that life has waiting for us. And if we don't focus on what needs to be focused on, those things are going to get worse there, or they're just not going to get any better, and they're going to have an effect on your life as you know it. We create the life around us that we want, and if your life is not what you want it to be, then what kind of life have you created for yourself? It's your own doing. So it's time for us to shift our focus, shift our energy, focus more on ourselves, do some healing, put a smile on your face, put a smile on your heart. Laugh today. I want you to laugh today. I laughed so hard. That's why I can't get myself together half the time. I was up laughing so hard that I was crying like 1:30 in the morning. I'm sorry. I'm just going to be flat out honest with y'all. I just have friends that just make me laugh, and sometimes we don't get a chance to communicate as much as we would like to during our busy days, and we catch each other 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and we are up crying laughing in the middle of the night. So I'm just being honest with y'all, but it felt so good to be able to laugh in that way, and I want to be able to laugh. Laughter is healthy. Laughter is healthy for you. It will do something for your spirit. And there's so many things to be said about the gift of laughter. So I want you all to laugh today. I don't know if you can't if there's nothing to laugh about, make yourself laugh. Laugh at something silly. My kids are so silly. They keep me laughing too. I can laugh with my kids all day. I guess that's maybe why I'm so silly, because any one of them, I can either pick up the phone and call them, or the ones that still live here in the home with me, they have me crying, laughing. We are just through the roof, so silly. And then they wonder why they call me immature. And they have me like that most of the time. My kids get on my nerves. But anyway, I want y'all to enjoy this weekend. I want you to be able to think about some of the things that I have said. I made a point during this week's life lesson. Wow, what did we talk about this week? We talked about self-awareness, just a quick reflection back on self-awareness. And I gave you all certain tools and things. I don't know if you are taking heed to some of these things or not, but one important tool that I talked about during my self-awareness life lesson is journaling. Getting some of those things out of your mind down onto a piece of paper, and you can rip it up. You can rip it up. I spent the person that I brought in the New Year's with, we decided to write down things that we want, that we wrote down a list of positive things, and we wrote down a list of negative things, and we still things that we want. It was actually things that we want for the new year, which we still have our list of things that we want for the new year, and we wrote down a list of things that we want to not bring into the new year: negative vibes, negative things, negative people, negative emotions, things like that. So our list of negative things, we ripped it up. We went out to the lake and we threw it in the lake, and we just it just symbolizes releasing negative things. So if you have to burn it, you can burn it. You can write down a list of negative things or trauma or whatever, things that have been holding you down, unforgiveness, people that you want to release, whatever. And you can do this for yourself. You can rip it up. You can flush it down the toilet. You can set it on fire. I do encourage you to write down some of your emotions and get some of those things out of your mind. Write them down on a piece of paper. Write down things that you are grateful for. That is going to lift up your vibrations. I'm telling you, these things are going to help you. But I'm so glad that we did that. That was like the perfect time to take the opportunity to do something like that, just releasing some negative things coming into the new year. And I believe that that was very effective. A lot of it just made me mindful that I released that. And a lot of things that I released, the negativity that I released coming into the new year, they might try to resurface, but I say to myself, I released that last year. So negativity, negative people, things in my mind, it just allowed me to change my mindset coming into the new year. These things are very effective. I'm telling you. I know I probably sound like, I don't know, somebody who got these things out of a book or whatever, but these things work. These things work, and I believe that we have been holding on to too many things for way too long. We get angry at other people. What you mad at me for? Why you getting angry at other people when you have so many issues that you need to deal with within yourself? If you want to be mad at somebody, you need to be mad at yourself, because you have not learned how to let go. You still holding on to some of the same things that wasn't even your fault or whatever. It's time for you to let those things go, so you can live your life, so you can be happier, so you can be healthier, so you can be more at peace, and all of those things that you desire in your heart. So let go. That is my message for today. Let go, let go, let go. Let go of anything that is not serving you and helping you move on to the next levels of your life. It's time for growth. It's time for elevation, and it is time to let go. So that is it, you guys. I'm out of here. I got so much to do today, but I'm glad I got that message out, because so many people need to let go. They just do. A lot of people need to let go. I'm sick of it at this point. And there's still things that I need to let go of as well. But I'm glad that I recognize these things, that I am beginning to become more aware of myself. And I'm glad that I do work on myself, so I won't have to go through so much stuff. I don't want to go through stuff no more. I don't want what didn't kill me to make me stronger anymore. I'm stronger now. I know better now. I want to act like it. I want these things to reflect on my life. I want the life that I deserve in every aspect. And you deserve the life that you desire as well. So that is it. God bless you. I love you. Before I go, real quick, if you have not liked, share, and subscribe, go to True Value Know Your Worth. Shout out to my YouTube channel. I love y'all. Y'all show me so much love. True Value Know Your Worth on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend, tell your mother, tell your brother. It's a whole lot of positive things going on that YouTube channel. It might help you. I heard something that might benefit you, and she just giving off some real positive vibes. And I think it might help you. Tell somebody that. That is True Value, Knowing Your Worth on YouTube. Also, my books are available and on sale on Amazon, and that is True Value, Knowing Your Worth. That is the name of my first book, Walking Treasure, Discover Your Hidden Treasures, Feed Your Soul, Your Personal Guide to Health and Wellness. And my last book is called Religiously, and that is taking a closer look at spirituality and religion. God bless you. I love you. Enjoy your weekend and do something for yourself this weekend. Do something that is going to make your heart smile. Cater to your mental health. Do something that is going to increase peace in your mind. Do something that is going to be everlasting, not temporary gratification, not something that is going to make you feel good in the moment and all of that kind of stuff. Self-medicate. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about something that is going to have a long lasting effect on the person you are. As you know, you deserve better and more for yourself. I don't care how people treated you in your past. You did not deserve it. I don't care what they're saying about you right now. It doesn't matter. All we really have is this moment, this time moving forward, and it is up to us what we are going to do with these future moments in our lives and how we want our life to look for us, for ourselves. So that is it. In the meantime, you guys continue to stay motivated, continue to stay inspired. Go back and watch some of my videos. You guys continue to stay blessed.